All right, what we got today?
What year is this?
I think it's 70.
70?
I think so. I'd have to look at the registration. I'm not super familiar with the body style.
Yeah, so we got a GTO that we're gonna do the exhaust for. We're gonna do 2.5 inch aluminized steel, and it's nothing fancy, but we're gonna MIG weld it, and then we're gonna put it on some exhaust cutouts.
No, we're gonna make something that's not fancy into something fancy. Just because that's our lowest bar. It's gonna be nicely fit. Even though it's universal, it's still gonna be nicely fit and looking good.
So it's not gonna look like garbage, but it's not gonna be polished and TIG welded.
No, when we polish and TIG weld it, we're not gonna go crazy. But this is, but it'll still be effectively to be really good. So those are the cutouts.
Where should we put them?
They should go as close to the header as possible to get the best sound.
Okay.
So we'll have to make a spot for those. Pretty nice, actually. Little remote switches on them. Ideally, they'd go after the H pipe to get the best sound, but we'll see if we can make that happen. Then we're gonna use these old, we use these Flowmasters. They're like 50 series, I believe, maybe.
They're like 40s.
Are they 40? Nah, yeah, right. They're 40s because Super 40s is a little bit taller. The 50s are much bigger. I think the 50 series are 3 chambers.
Oh,
okay. So, oh yeah. So then we got the Summit Racer hot rod, or what is it called? Hot rod builder kit. The exhaust.
I'm not sure.
It's down here. So just gotta. Andrew has it all laid out. So I think we have everything, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think we should have everything.
How long do you think before you're done?
I have no idea. Well, I didn't know that we had to put exhaust cutouts on, so.
I'll let that part out.
Yeah.
This should be pretty quick though. We did buy a new exhaust pipe expander tool, so that's gonna make things a lot more efficient. So we'll do the overlap. All right. So we'll have to wire this up too, obviously. What is that? I don't know what that is. Or something else. Something else. This here, which should be the cutouts. So. All right. We'll check back in later. All right. So today we're working on the GTO. We got the exhaust complete. Let me get a quick shot of that. Let's see here. We got the headers here. We got the cutouts. Came out really good. Andrew did a good job. So that's kind of cool. The cutouts are. So that'll sound pretty good once it's running, obviously, and tuned. So the back is over here. That's the back of it. Everything's all nice and tucked. Andrew made some custom tips for it. All made out of stainless. So that's cool. The back of it looks pretty sick. So now we are gonna tune it, but first thing we need to do is we need to check the compression. One of our standard things that we always do is check the compression.
That's one plug.
Okay. All right. So obviously they ran it before to break the cam in. So we're just gonna go ahead and just check all the cylinders just real quick. And that'll give us a good baseline. Make sure there's no, the motor's not hurt. I mean, obviously it's not, I don't suspect that it is. But for us, we need to know what the cranking compression is so we can design a timing curve for it. So if it has in the 150, 160, then we'll probably give it, a lighter spring. So the timing, it comes in a little bit earlier. If it's in the 180 to 190 range, we'll put a little bit of medium spring in there, but we'll still have it all in by 3,000. So that's gonna be the first thing. And then once we get that dialed in, then we are going to mess with the carburetor. So I'll go ahead and, let me pull the coil wire off. Oh, I got it, okay. I'll actually put on this bolt so the coil has something to go to. Where'd you put it on last time? When did Richie's, just one of these?
Yeah, just a bolt.
It'd be nice for the spark to actually be able to jump to, there we go, put it here. So I will hold it. Let's see what this is. Yeah. Oh, you do it so I can hold this in the phone. So this is cold, so you might get about 5% when the motor's warm. Go ahead. All right. It's good, sir. About 185, 190. So that's good. So then that's good. So we'll go ahead and do the rest. Make sure they're all within 10%. I don't suspect that they're not, but that's, like I said, a good baseline. And then we'll come back when we actually start to time it. All right, so Andrew took out, I think it's number 7, I believe, on that cylinder. And this one has not been firing for whatever reason. And if you can smell it through the camera, it smells like raw fuel. So I don't know what's up with that. So we're going to do a compression test and see what the hell's going on with that one. That one has, like, that's why it's still white. Like, it's still brand new. It never, I mean, it may have fired once or twice, but it's like not firing at all. I think it's like, yeah. This is why we do checks, right? Mm-hmm. So let's do a compression test on that cylinder. And then, so far we've done 3 and they've been 185, 190. Yeah. So we're going to check this one here. Let's see what it is. I did notice when I pulled it in the garage off the tow truck, it did have a little miss, so. Didn't seem like it was running on all 8. That's why you can't assume anything, basically. You got to check everything just to make sure you have a good baseline. Because it has an MSD 6AL, so obviously, and a good coil.
Good distributor, good wires.
Has a good distributor, has good wires, so, I mean, everything's good, so it shouldn't have any issues. But that's what we're here to find out. Has a good oil pressure, too. When I pulled it up, it had like 80 pounds or 75 pounds.
Yeah. Get this started.
That one's always hard because the brake booster's in the way. All right. Okay, let's see. Hopefully it's the same as the rest. That one's actually more.
Really?
Yeah, 210.
210?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, thing's mean. Thing's pretty mean. That's pretty good. So what the frick is going on with that plug wire? Let's check the ohms on that plug wire to see why the frick it ain't running. So you got a dead plug wire or what? Or a bad spark plug, which is I've seen in the past. Let's check this plug wire. Let's see. It's in the garage. Is it really?
Yeah.
Dang it. All right, so let's check the ohms on this. 114. That's pretty high, actually. It's kind of on the high side. You get 1 2 at once.
Like high resistance?
Yeah.
On the what?
But you can't assume anything is actually good anymore.
What did you say shorted it?
There's like the electrode inside. No. It's out of limit. That's interesting. We'll do is we'll take the one off the front, number 1, and put it in the back. Okay. All right, why don't you tell the people what you found?
All right, so I don't know. came to the conclusion, I guess, that
Or discovered?
or I had a theory that the firing order may be off, because number 7 was the plug was wet and number 4 was wet. So I actually looked up the firing order and the rotation of the distributor, and I figured out that 4 and 7 were swapped.
It's a 4-7 swap.
Yeah.
All right, so that explains the no fire situation on those plugs, and it also explains the little bit of a stumble that I had, and it's not wanting to run really smooth.
Mm-hmm.
So the next thing we have to address beyond that is the lifters are kind of loud on the passenger side, so we'll get the plug orientation restored, fire back up, and then we will look at the lifter situation and see what's going on with that.
Right.
So we're working through the problems.
Yep.
Okay, cool. We'll fire it up. We'll record again once we get everything fired up.
Okay.
All right, so Andrew, go ahead and try to fire it up. And this is after the plug reorientation, I should say. All right, go ahead. Let's see if it pops. I thought it was sound there. Here's the exhaust. Oh yeah. Sounds good. So let's check the timing and see what that is. Let's see here. So we got about 10 degrees. We're about 10 degrees here, 12 degrees. It's about where it's supposed to be. I'm gonna see what it is at RPM and see if I need to recurve the distributor. All right, so we got it running really good now as far as responsiveness and timing. It's just about warmed up. Really good. However, there is a pretty loud lifter knock here, lifter tip. So we're gonna take this valve cover off and see what we find out. And then let you know. All right, so we found the source of our issue with the loud lifters. When we looked at them, we found number 2 on the exhaust or the intake was loose, and so was number 6.
Yeah.
On the exhaust. It's one of these two.
Yeah.
So
it was one of those.
we tightened it down. We discovered that, or Andrew discovered that the bottom of the rocker is actually hitting the radius of the stud. If you can look at this, Andrew, maybe you can see from here on this side. So basically,
when you go to tighten it down,
Yeah.
it's interfering. So basically, there's no
relief.
no lash on the.
So it's trying to make metal.
But the way I figured that out was the rocker was tight, but the push rod had play, like goes up and down.
Yeah, you hear it? Yeah,
But the rocker's tight.
Yeah, so that's a problem. So it looks like we need a push rod that's about 100 thousandths longer. At least a tenth of an inch.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is the source of the noise. And if you were to run it like this, you would just start making a lot of metal in the engine, and then before you know it, you'd be looking at a rebuild.
Yeah. I'm surprised they weren't squeaking.
Yeah, right. That'd be bad news.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what we got. So we're gonna go to the local performance shop, and see if we could find. And these are nice push rods too.
Yeah, they're nice.
See if we could find another set that's about a tenth longer. There's no guarantees because it's kind of a specific size.
Mm-hmm.
So those are 3/8 push rods with one piece forged. So we'll pull one out and go to the store and see if we can find one. And then once that's done, I think the bulk of the issues are
Pretty much done, yeah.
So let's get one off and let's go to the store.
All right.
All right, so we went to Performance Auto Supply. what is it, Performance Auto, I think it's called.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
And we were able to dig through. How many push rods do you think they had? The used ones? 200, 300?
They had a lot. They had like probably 4 or 5 boxes.
Just push rods for days. And we were able to find some 9100
950s.
9150s push rods to put in here. So the cool thing is they actually had them. If not, we were going to have to order them, and they were going to be 3 times the price, and they were going to be like 3 or 4 days, 2 days or so. So we lucked out. We're going to put these in there. So that should get it off the radius of that the stud.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. So I got to clean them out, blow them out, and then install them.
Cool.
Yep.
Getting those new push rods in.
Yeah.
Had to pull those plugs out, huh?
Yeah.
The motor's so tight because it's brand new. I think this thing is going to be actually kind of quick. Just by how much compression it has.
Yeah.
It's going to be snappy. Huh?
Like 210?
2 to 210, yeah. It's going to be pretty quick. And it's brand new, so it's going to actually might go up just a hair. And we did it when the motor was cold, so the thing's going to have some compression. It's going to light those tires up.
Yeah, it should be fun to drive.
Mm-hmm. Especially those BFGs. Mosquitoes are ridiculous right now.
Yeah, I know, they're annoying. Very annoying.
Doing a half turn or quarter turn?
Half.
Alrighty. Want to hear what the cutouts?
Yeah, should sound good. Might be a little loud though, cause it's in the building, but.
Well, when we drive it.
Yeah.
How much do you love adjusting valve trains?
Well, this isn't bad. What takes longer is
You have solids.
Yeah, with big cams.
But the happiness that you get from them is worth it, right?
Mm-hmm.
How's it going?
It was going good.
What do you mean was?
Until I realized that
Well, that's not good.
yeah.
Really? Before you take the booster off,
I'm gonna try to
take the guide plate off.
Yeah.
Try and take the guide plate off and see if you can get it. If you can't get the guide plate off, then that's gonna suck to take the booster off. Man, that's gonna super suck.
Yeah, well, for sure.
We'll just hopefully that's not the case. That's not cool.
That's not cool.
5/8, right?
11/16.
11/16. Let's see. 11/16. Come on, man. Is it?
No.
Gosh.
Oh, son of a. God dang it, dude. That's so annoying.
Can't you get a Kirk push rod? You take the motor out. I kick it to the side. Well, maybe you could. So if you loosen the back bolts, but loosen the one on the outside, close to the fender, and then you can maybe maneuver the booster in a little bit to where you can get the push rod out.
Yeah, I think
There's 4, I think.
Yeah, 4 bolts.
Dang, man, that sucks. This is why when you do jobs, it's hard to quote because you can't anticipate obviously something like that unless you already know that that's the case. But that's unfortunate. Just leave that one in.
Some people would actually.
I guarantee you, some people would. Not these people though. Oh man, that sucks. Dang it. The hell. Let's see how many. Well, the good thing is, it's not gonna be too bad. The nuts are on the outside, and I think you'll have enough movement to be able to get that off. If you move, as long as it has enough play in it, you can get it off. Let me know if you need help.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, problem number 1, or should I say problem number 4?
What?
Problem number 4.
I don't know. Maybe.
All right, time to fire it up after we swap out the push rods. See how much quieter it is. Way quieter. What'd you say? Yeah, that's money right there. That's night and day. That's nice. Let me see that remote for the cutouts. Or is it on the keys? So we're gonna check out the remote switch for the cutouts. Let's see. Nice. Pretty cool. Yeah, it sounds good. Sounds real good. A little deep. See how responsive it is with the timing. It's not warmed up. Let it warm up and maybe change the squirter on it. But right now it's cold, so let's get it to operating temperature. She's quiet now. And we'll check the training fluid too. Check the training fluid, make sure everything's up so we can take it for a test drive. We'll take it tonight? During the day? You scared? Might have to wipe it once. Probably bone dry.
Yeah, well.
Huh?
Well.
Yeah. Add a cork to it. So we'll make sure the fans work, make sure they come on, and let the training get to operating temperature. And then we'll tune the idle a little bit. Maybe change the squirter on it if it needs it, and then take it for a test drive.
Cool.
Alright, so it's warmed up now. Adjusted the accelerator pump. Now it's
Way better.
pretty good.
Yeah.
So have the water in there. The fans did cycle one time, so that's good. Yeah, it sounds in the back when it warmed up. You're gonna be gone. Deep. Sounds really deep. Yeah, sounds really deep.
Nice, yeah.
How do you like your tips?
Huh?
You like the tips you made?
Yeah.
Okay.